went. I'm talking about something quite serious today. As you know me, I normally have a Friday theme vlog, whilst that's still waiting to go live over the weekend. I'm very much a believer of vlogging in the moment, so telling your story how it is now. Maybe it's because I'm a heart on my sleeve type of person, but I'm really anxious at the moment. I've had a really bad anxiety attack, and like, you probably can't see my fist clenching, and I feel really poorly, and I've managed to do loads this week, and I've been doing a documentary for national news, and that's gone really well, but because I've had a lot of other things on, a lot of other pressures, I feel like my brain's just gone crumbling down, and I'm getting that like tense feeling, and then it's overwhelming, and then it's like all I can think of to release it is self-harm. I'm not going to go into details of self-harm because that's not helpful to anyone, and whilst I've put trigger warning, I really don't want to trigger anyone, and it's this feeling like when you're so anxious and you're so tense and you just want it to go away, and then you start to question your own head, and then you think, well, can't I get my own head to go away? And yeah, you just get this like bad urge to hurt yourself because you don't want. I can't describe anxiety other than it's something like somebody else suffocating you, so then you feel like hurting yourself, because at least then the pain is actually physical and you can see it, and you can almost, that you kind of think pain will mask the other pain of mental illness, and yeah, my anxiety is just getting to like a crescendo, I guess, but I am trying to think positive and try and use my toolkit that I've built up over the years from therapy, counselling, mental health books, whatnot. And I know when anxiety is bad or addiction, because self-harm for me, it might not be a registered addiction, but it really does feel like when I can really understand addicts, because you get this like really big urge and want, and it's that habit as well, and it is that riding the wave, so knowing that the crescendo is there but then it will lessen. So I am trying to ride the wave. I'm trying to be positive and actually do a vlog, because distractions sometimes work. I've also stolen the kids' squishy, so I've got something to squeeze, and yeah, it's just like trying to cope. You kind of like, you're hungry but you don't want to eat, your whole body just feels tense. I feel sweaty, like fight or fly, and I'm just trying to distract myself. Normally I do exercise, but I'm a bit restricted with having kids and stuff, and I can't just go out on a walk, or I can't just call somebody. I've gone into another room because obviously I don't want them to hear me, and I don't want them to notice I'm so anxious. And another thing I feel, and I think that links to my eating disorder past, I start to feel really fat and like feel like I'm going to explode, and I just feel really embarrassed to be me. And like physically, I don't know if you can see me trembling. I'm like, it's like when it builds a crescendo and it just takes over your mind, and then it starts to come out in your physicality, and you're strong for so long, and then if you get triggered or it just gets too bad, you just go back into the dark and back into the bad habits. So I am really trying all my positive coping mechanisms and trying to put into place. I know exercise will always help. I know squishies will do their bit. and I know crying probably will help. I've even messaged my friend Daria. Hey Victoria, um, check out Victoria, my friend who's watching. She's got a lovely channel. I know she gets similar like me. And I've messaged my friend Daria, who you guys know from editing my videos. And normally I wouldn't reach out to people when I'm feeling bad. I prefer just to be on my own. But I know getting her perspective on stuff always helps as well, because mine is always like self-hatred and in a self-harm spiral. And I'm trying my best to avoid that, even if this squishy does get totally broken this weekend. But I'd love to know what your positive coping strategies are. I've always said it's important when you're trying to recover from whether it be self-harming or other difficult things, you've got to make sure that you also put positive tools in the box, because at the end of the day it's just a coping mechanism. It's something that you've used to survive, and you've continued to try and survive with it throughout your past. And sometimes I know the only way to show myself the pain in my head was to do it on my body. Anyway, I didn't want this to be quite so glum. I was trying to do it about positive coping mechanisms. But sometimes, even on the outside, when people look like they're coping, I really don't know what's always going on for people. So anyway, I'm sending a lot of love and hope out there, because we all will get through this and the pain will pass. But for now I'm going to keep this squishy in my hand. I'll see you all later, guys. And I'm sorry this gloomy Friday. Thanks Kaylee, thanks Victoria, love you all.